here we go. Round 4. Had 3 different decks so far. Hopefully we get another one. Oh, this is an interesting hand. This hand's really... I really like this hand on the play. On the draw it's a little bit worse. Because if we fall behind it's much harder to catch up, but I think it's just good enough to keep. Hopefully we don't play against another really aggressive deck. Tron! Well, that doesn't count as aggressive. Okay, so we want to use this Mana Leak as soon as we can because we're definitely going to get to a point where it's completely irrelevant. Does our opponent have the Tron? Does, gosh. Turn 3 Tron. So irritating. Still, we've drawn lands, so we should be able to have a functional game of Magic. And we should be able to use this Mana Leak at some point. Yeah, Tron. Good job, opponent. Yeah. Again, we can't, it's like Affinity, we can't afford to be fighting over spheres and prisms and things like that. And like Affinity, it's the easiest way for them to get coloured mana. But we need to fight over their threats, like things like Thanger and Marauder. We don't know what sort of Tron this is. It could be the sort of Teamery deck one, or it could be the Bug one, it could be 5 colour, could have Pulse of Murasa, Rolling Thunder, all sorts. What I do know though is Disfigure's not a card that we want. I'm just going to try and get our way up to Muldrifter. At this point. 2. 1 and a blue. Most Tron decks have blue of some sort, because blue of Fortune the best card draw. Pauper. Oh, you want double blue, okay. And you wanted to draw cards off the spheres rather than tapping a prism. Which is interesting. Another tower, jeez. That's a lot of mana. He's tapping a lot of it. There's the Thanger and Marauder, so we're going to just counterspell that. Often they'll use something like Haunted Fangraph to get random creatures back from their graveyard, but their random creatures tend to be pretty good. Right. Well, got a couple of counterspells this turn. It's possible I should have just Doombladed the Thanger and Marauder. Stirrings is fine. What have we got? Prismatic Lens. Blimey. I suppose that's Prophetic Prism that taps for mana instead of... There we go, there's the Haunted Fangraph. You're just passing. Oh, okay. He's probably using the Fangraph at end of turn. We're going to pass. Got triple Disfigure. So awkward in this matchup. Yeah. Well, I have a random creature. Oh look, there's only one. Thanger Marauder it is. But we really need to have a counterspell in case he has another Mod Crusher. So we really do not want to get that attacking at us. Well, there's the Marauder again. He doesn't have any balls he can crack, so I can let that resolve and Doomblade it. Another Fangraph. Jeez. Looks like our opponent's F6 through the rest of their turn, which is fine. Gurmag Angler. Yeah, not yet. Right, well, we've just got counterspell still. I think it's a bit risky to evoke Muldrifter in case we lose counterspell mana again. Counter that for the second time. Still got 5 mana left. Yes, let me use my mana leak. It's fine. Shimmering Grotto, sure. Why did you tap the extra land? That doesn't make any sense. Right, so we've got 5 mana. We've still got a counterspell. I think at this point I'm going to evoke Muldrifter. Just to try and get some more cards that do things. Another Angler's not a bad card to have. Edict's also pretty useful against his big threats, because it's even more useful than Affinity in that he doesn't tend to have tiny creatures running around in his drawn deck. So our opponent has 14 mana. This mana leak is looking extremely bad. There's the Crusher. Yep. Well, we can Edict that, at least. I think I might just spend a Disfigure on it to put it into our graveyard. We can do that with the Preordain that we just drew as well. Counterspell, yes, I want that. But I probably wanted it more than I wanted that island, which is a bit stupid of me. Well, Edict. And at least this lets me play the Angler. Do I want to get rid of the Muldrifter? Not really, but I'd rather keep the Chainer's Edict and... You know what? I'm just going to tap out here. I don't think we're getting anything out of this mana leak. Because, again, he's just going to get another tower or hand Fengraf, yeah. We can activate Fengraf here and replay the Ulamog's Crusher as well, and we wouldn't have been able to mana leak it because he still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana, yeah. And he got the Crusher as well. You really want a land to be able to flashback this Chainer's Edict. Surprised he didn't Ancient Stirrings before playing the Ulamog Crusher, but never mind. He's got his 4th entered Fengraf. Sure. Sure. Right. So it looks like we're sacking a pair of lands and double disfiguring, I think. And then blocking with our Angler, because at least it's not indestructible. And then counterspelling the following one. Yep. It's a lot of work to slog through. Oh, he's just going to get the Fangren Marauder back. Interesting. wonder why. See, but if I was him, I would have probably tried to get the Crusher back because it's just so much stronger in this sort of matchup. It's not like I'm playing Burn and that the 5 life matters. Right. So, disfigure, disfigure. And sacrifice, I think, 1 island, 1 swamp now. And block. Can't do that with Ulamog and Emrakul very easily, but Ulamog's Crusher, you can block it. And it can die sometimes. Red. Oh. Goodbye, Gomag Angler. I still can't counter that. Oh dear. You've used all 4 of your Fengroths, so he's just going to get more mana now. Wow, it's been quite a game. Alright, Morga. I think Chainer's Edict's the best card here, in case our opponent draws another fat creature. Oh, we didn't exile anything relevant there. Yeah, no, we didn't. That's good. Hopefully our opponent doesn't just what's it called? Rolling Thunder us out of the game, but at this point it's looking increasingly likely. How much mana has they got? 1, 2, 8, 17 mana. Another Fangren Marauder? Sure. Okay, so Barrowmore's not doing a lot for us, so let's cycle it. Ghastly Demise. Ooh, that works. Let's just use this. Alright. Alright. Opponent's only got 1 card left. We'll be able to get there, fingers crossed. I might get excited and try and Rolling Thunder for too much and not play around Mana Leak, because most of these decks don't play Mana Leak. They play Prohibit as their extra 2 mana counter spell, or failing that Essence Scatter or Remove Soul. Muldrifter. That's really bad for us. Don't be another Muldrifter, please. Yeah, Oracle. Ugh. Yep, this is why they play blue. I still can't counter any of them. Oh, it's so awkward. It's just chaining together draw now. Sphere, sure. Got my hopes up too soon. No, this Chain's Edict's not even that great. Alright, well... That's fine. I'm just going to edict you. Get another one off the board. Don't really want to hang around, to be honest. Ten, 19, 20, 21 mana. It's not much. Not much at all. Oh. Sure. Well, now if he rolling thunders with all of his mana, it is technically lethal. He's got a firebolt in the graveyard as well, which I presume is an instant. Oh, it's a sorcery. Okay, fair enough. Oh boy, mana leak! So good! So good! I was so happy about this. Oh, after all that. After all that. Oh, I felt so good. So good. Well, no, there was yet though. He could very easily have another one. Which would be sad, but we can't do anything about that. Just gotta clock our opponent as quickly as we can. Alright, we can just F6 here. We play our land in case we draw another one next turn, and we can flashback Chainer's Edict, or if again we draw an Muldrifter. It's just worth playing the lands out, especially when they're tapped lands. 6, 7, 8. Another Crusher. Okay. That's bad for us, but not as bad as it could have been. Chainer's Edict, well, sure. And next, you can Chainer's Edict away up Gurmag Angler as well. Yeah, this does not look good for us. I suppose Tron decks are supposed to beat up on the control decks. Yeah, we're just playing Gurmag Angler here. And sacking a pair of lands. You another Edict. Great. Oh well. Right, so what can we do? Probably want spell bombs to turn off their their haunted Fangraphs. Stormbound Geist's grindy enough. Hydra Blast. Maybe against their Rolling Thunders. Spell Stutter Sprite seems fine against maps and things like that. Duress is probably fine. Disfigure seems pretty weak. Tragic Slip seems pretty weak. Echoing Decay seems pretty bad. Agony Warp seems pretty bad. Like, we've got enough removal here for his big threats, and hopefully we can just power through the smaller ones, like the Muldrifters and so on. Or hold them off with wars. Like, they're just not what this game is going to be about. Keeping in Mana League, like, it's a bit awkward, but if they don't get Tron, then it's good enough. Yeah, I think Hydro Blast is too narrow, and I'm going to trim an Augur. Let's go with this. I'd like to go first. What have we got? Spell Bomb, some counter. Yeah, that seems good enough for me. My opponent's gone to 6. And Spell Bomb. Let's get it out there while we can. It's a good chance our opponent's brought in relics. Map, sure. Yeah, probably playing Augur. Nothing, okay. Oh no. The fact he didn't grab the map means that there's a very high likelihood our opponent has natural Tron. Which is pretty bad for us. Or he doesn't have a big play for turn 7. Just off colourless mana, so that's the alternative. Right. No blue mana. That's pretty awkward. That's so risky to cycle that. We just have to play it. And hope we can spell stutter something. We lagging? No, okay. So, tower, power plant. Mine, yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna spell stutter that, because we don't have many options. Looks like we've got a Seagate Oracle coming. No, an Ancient Stones, okay. Well, I would have rather countered that, but we weren't to know. Let's put Unknown Short into there, so more colour fixing, so nothing too scary. Right, an island would be probably one of our better draws here. Playing another map and cracking it, okay. Fangraph? Yeah. Guys. Yeah, I think we're alchemying now. And we're just going to take the lowly sampler. Attack for 2, and then hope that we can get there, but I don't think it's looking good, to be honest. Tron just can't be a good matchup for us. I am actually in 8 or 9 leagues yet to play against Tron, so this is new to me as well. I've been playing against a lot of burn recently, which has been a surprisingly successful matchup for us. Even though you wouldn't expect a blue-black control deck to be good against burn. I think I've won all but one of my games against it. I've played it about 8 times, I reckon, by now. And if we aren't playing against burn next round, this will be the first time I haven't played against burn in a league with this deck, I believe. Alright, counterspells is about as good of a draw as we could have hoped for. Don't think we can afford to play the Geist yet, though. It does feel like our opponent doesn't have a threat yet. Correction, they've got a Crusher, but we have a counterspell. They don't have the mana to Fengraf this turn, but is it worth just using the Spell Bomb now to draw a card and get rid of the Crusher, or is it worth waiting until they activate Fengraf? I think we can wait until they activate the Fengraf. Yeah, look, Soul Manipulation's a really good draw to that effect, because we can now counter their next threat and bring back Muldrifter, which is exactly what we want to do. Alright, bit more positive now. Excuse me. Right, what's he going to do? Because this Spell Bomb is sitting here staring him in the face, so... Oh, he's got 2 Fangraphs. Okay. He might just blow one to get this off the board then, yeah. I would like to pay black to draw a card. Augur, not a bad draw. And you can try one of these lovely random creatures that doesn't exist. Cool. We're not going to use this just to get back Muldrifter. We can get better value out of it. And look, there we go, Forbidden Alchemy. Good draw. Yeah, having these cheap threats on the board to put some pressure on is really helping here. Relic. Ugh. He's going to have the mana to crack that at basically any point. It's really annoying. We did sort of know that he would have Relic in his deck. And we could counterspell this. I think we just have to let it resolve and consign ourselves to not getting the value out of our Soul Manipulation, in all likelihood. Fine. The fact he's cracked it immediately means that we can fill our graveyard back up with Forbidden Alchemy. Red. What do they play that's double red? Oh, is this just going to be a small Rolling Thunder? Yeah, I will counter that, thank you very much. Cool. Another star, that's fine. Okay, here we go. Aqueduct, right. That makes me want to play something. Or we can leave up Soul Manipulation and cycle the Sandbar. Another Augur. Yeah, I think we just have to leave this up just in case. Our opponent's only got one card in hand, but I suppose it's very easy for them to chain card draw together. So we'll see. Yep, black. That looks like they've drawn a Trainer's Edict to me. And they can cast both, I think. Yep. Spellstutter can fly, so it's better. Blue, Sea Gates. Yeah, let's just get our value from this. Yep. Fangraph? Tower. Tower so we can activate Fangraph, yeah, sure. That does mean he can't replay it this turn at least, so all is not lost. Oh wait, maybe you can. No. That's fine. Ghastly Demise the next one. Easily enough. Although I kind of want to save it. Swap, good draw. So we've only got 2 blue sources, so probably just playing a pair of Augurs here, I think. So we don't have any counter magic to be seen, except for this one that we just drew, which doesn't count. Okay, nothing there. Alright, maybe we're supposed to leave up Forbidden Alchemy there, but kind of like getting creatures on the board. Six and green. Fangraph Marauder, sure. No, don't get life. No, don't do that. You don't want to do that. Ugh. Well, it looks like we're going to Forbidden Alchemy and Ghastly Demise next turn. Yeah. Duress. Okay, that's interesting. Start with the Forbidden Alchemy. Edict's probably the best card we've got there. Must be. The alternative's the Aqueduct. I think we need to get both of them off the board. It's not good, but kind of have to. What do you got? The Fangraph Marauder. Irritating. Oh well, untapped land lets us... No wait, we've got 7. No, that's 6 mana. Yeah, we need an untapped land. Starings as well. Don't get Crusher. Please. Tower, that's fine. That's not a land. Right, let's start with the Augur then. Counterspell Preordain. We take Preordain here. Try and dig for another thing that does something. Neither of those are good because we're tight on blue mana. Okay, Blackwater, fine. Let's duress you just in case. Oh, Power Blast. Worth it. Can't attack, so we're just going to take 5 here. And move on with our lives. No, don't do that. Oh, he's drawn a bloody Rolling Thunder, hasn't he? Yeah. Well, back to square one. We have to then pay 7 mana to edict this away, and then we're top decking. Or we can Doomblade it. It seems pretty tempting to me. At this point, yeah, let's Doomblade. We've got 1, 2, 3 blue mana. Let's just leave up counterspell this time, I think. No, I'm going to spell the Stormganggeist. Get the clock on, I think. You can use Forbidden Alchemy or Chains Edict to... Ah, yeah. And then this can get spell started. No cycling for you. Now we've got a 3 damage clock. Ooh, what are you doing? Oh, flashing back Firebolt on the spell starter, presumably. That's fine. I'm sure there was a way to do that without wasting... Oh my goodness, Gurmag Angler, so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So 1, 2, 3. No, definitely not that. Undo. And we want to tap these two. Leave up double blue. Play Gurmag Angler. Deal with a couple of spells. And attack him. Do we just counter anything? Well, this seems like a big something, so yes, we definitely counter Muldrifter. That's not even a question. And Soul Manipulation, that must be sufficient to win us the game. He doesn't have enough to... Rolling Thunder is out. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... Yep, sweet. Right, do we want to change anything? It's got Pyroblast, so don't mind having a Hydroblast or two. The Spellborn was good. Stormbound Geist would have been better if we had blue mana earlier. Thanks to got Relic, I'll shave an Angler, I think. And shave a Duress. It's not that great. What's this hand look like? A couple of lands. Not very good disruption, I think I'll log in that. Sure. I want Muldrifter eventually, but not this early, so I'm going to put it on the bottom. Alright, no map. It's a good start. Oh, I drew a Muldrifter anyway, so on we go. I played Island in case we want to be able to play turn 2 counterspell. Oh, he's gone for Stirrings. I suppose that was likely. Unknown Shorts, that's not a Tron wound. Because he probably already has them, because he's a Tron player, and Tron players are lucky. Am I going to want to counter something next turn? Probably not, so I think I'm going to get my black mana in play. Because with 7 mana, you could play a Sphere and a Fangren Marauder, but I can Chainer's Edict that away, so yeah, let's go with Barrymore. Yes, he doesn't have Tron. And needs to use the Unknown Shores to get its green mana, so Power Plant, yep, he's got Tron for next turn. So we are definitely leaving up Counterspell now, because he can also play a card spell quite easily. Shame, we wouldn't have minded getting that into play, but never mind. Yeah, so 8 mana. Seagate Oracle, do I care enough about that? No, I don't think I do. That's sort of a formality to deal with later. Keep living up our counterspells. Hope they work. Got another tower. Yuck. 11 mana. Yep, got a counterspell. Cannot mana leak. No. 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 No, that's not allowed. Well, that's so not allowed. Stupid Pyroblast. Ruining everyone's fun. So we need to draw another removal spell now, otherwise this game's going to be so far out of our reach so quickly. And I think we have to evoke Nordrifter. Sack a couple of lands. No, and then Ghastly demise this next turn so we can edict this the following turn. Yeah, leave up Counterspell just in case. Doesn't matter what order the triggers go in. Alright, well, we're set for lands, at least. I'm probably sacking the 2 islands now that we've drawn another one. Right, hopefully our opponent doesn't play anything too scary. Fangraph, yuck. Well, it's 50-50, he'll get back Seagate Oracle at least. Firebolting me. Wow, okay, it's getting aggressive. So, Ghastly demise this. Island. Chainer's Edict. Right, and we can counterspell when it comes back down. Yes, and you got Seagate Oracle back. 3. And a blue Seagate, that's fine. Sphere's fine. Fangraph though is not what I wanted to see. Right, backwater and playing another Augur. Nothing, any order, go. We're going to Fangraph back the Crusher, we're going to counterspell it. Can't have Muldrifter. Ah, he's got a Muldrifter. Damn it. This probably means we have to play half Muldrifter next turn. Because Mana League's unlikely to do much. Oh well. Slightly more likely we draw a tap land, I suppose, than exactly Swamp and exactly Preordain. It's only seconds in it. It's going to be a very close game if it does come down to time. Yeah, I'm happy to trade. Oh, I should have blocked as well. Stupid. I'm rushing. He's already used 2 Fangraphs, which is why I traded. That's fine. He's got so many cards. No! No, he's got a... exactly lethal. Oh well, at least it didn't come down to time. Well, it was a good experience. Pretty tough matchup, but it felt winnable. We saw in game 2 that getting a couple of dorks down and then countering some key spells, fighting over Fangraph, we can get there. So yeah, nice to finally play against Tron. Would have liked the result to go the other way, but let's hope we can win the last one and get our play points back.